Abusiafo ye mama kwaba Nana Jantua TV ni Sokatwa show na astatia etwaguno. Pacho ene budget na eno finance minister Dr. Accra-Ksi to forcing eco presenting on the floor of parliament ni ebedwudwom e the amount the analyst and the man to lead the breakdown Eugene Osei Tutu Nana Jantua small boy no Dr. Samuel Kodjo Jantua small boy ne ebedwudwom amonya ho ntiase baby papa free mu buy they mete ya na say COVID-19 health recovery levy no ye twam from next year, ya abolish it. Kumasi to Accra Express Road, no, ebetodwa in sports, 3 new sports stadiums will be constructed next year. And Niema Bebre, it is expected to create about 800,000 jobs. Now, breakdown now, Benya Honti Asiano, Eugene Osei Tutu, Eddie bro, me pacho, we new click the subscribe button, I'm saying we have bell notification icon, no. Just turn it on, video they drop here, be the first person to get the video, no. Osha menye person minkunya, Nana Jantua TV, a family trainer too, no. I nye pesa minkumnya wa ha. To like now leave you comment in the comment section na fe wa share na for so anya bi a share. You want papi e de mamo. Usually design.
Yes, Zando. Here.
Chalena first off, annual budget no were your expectations met?
Oh yes, I think the finance minister had a good message. It's in all call in parliament with a good message. Maybe one year 5 will be a they be a bambi yard in economy amede appointed.
Say oh yeah.
First of all, show history.
Okay.
The fourth Republican dispensation. Omo ba na first 4 years na year. For bambi first 4 years.
Oh, okay.
I remember a bit of context. Papa ko for first 4 years. Na nya bad. Epic. They debt to change and they Prof Mills. The longest single digit inflation 36 months.
Wow.
And the Dr. Dufour, President Mahama first term no na year. President Kufuor 2017-2019, you recorded even 7.1% single digit inflation, almost 18 months. I'm on for a fee.
Wow.
But I am not mostly that time, na country no IMF.
And the IMF
no IMF 17 times since May 1966. A champion in Kruma Pen and IMF. But Osha to force in there now. I think everyone say MPP Professor Yanka no money bonabas. You see, it's because of the push train.
Okay.
Once on Kasabi and we budget and no joy.
Okay.
And a city on one church. And pay the deputy honorable ampem on pen was in Ken West in MP for Sujaman. I think says on Kasabi brain into the ma unya de bia whatever one yam. Point test na mekan F5.
Okay.
Ye free be Ghana import cover.
Okay.
Say be a pese ko crania ma the coverage between am of enchame. Na MPP fees na 3 months. Is I could do 5 months.
Mentiase to 3 months.
You can import cover. To say be a Ghana person ko crania ma sika ye betimi anya de akokra. E de aboy ho bra for sa coverage na 3 months. Is I could do 5 months na say ye.
Wow.
Ye free be gross international reserve. Right? Your reserves are build it is your fear with savings account wa build can say our building. MPP kono na about 6 billion. $6 million and you about I think 12 or so 12 million.
100%.
Almost 100%. Exchange
rate about in the last 10 months.
Yes, exchange rate now 14.6 as at the 14.7 as at the 6th of January 2025.
A day before say ever any.
Yes, and 10 points and average 11.
Wow.
CD now appreciated by 30%. Inflation now average of about 24%. And then 8% single digits.
Yeah.
International pointers we na I did you be a one canocre. And I will be a way man before. And I because I to force in she.
Wow.
On my yard. On the President John Dramani. No, correct here. The budget is the budget of John Dramani Mahama read on his behalf by the finance minister.
The finance minister and the budget.
Yes, President Mahama Wayade.
Okay.
Into my expectation is a COVID-19 levy no share both between or case VAT or buy from VAT about 21% is a VAT at 20%. What so? And again, are there significant why say now we your revenue now 200,000 and now you have VAT you say what 250,000.
Wow.
It's why what time they buy on shisha ya you to a do 200,000 you know. And brought 350,000. The advantage is that
increase it.
The advantage is that tax evasion be conform. So our company can have enough space to expand and employ people.
Exactly.
That is the thinking behind it. And again, no sure. Into a say Ghana has one of the highest VAT regimes across the West African region. Okay. Into me no be brave. Me nim say me kuma. Oh share.
But okay, COVID-19 recovery level no more. But you just say your tax and never is come here the boy home. What council say? Ebe mi kakra wana.
Say 11 near the boy home bro. Council BBNC. Say ono na ye finance minister no.
Okay.
Ono no nim baby a wo plug free. Ne nti o ka se yema na mere kakra ne so say na no next kan opeso de ye niam bi.
Otimi dia ye.
And otimi dia ye. And again, yem kan hu say debt restructuring here most of the debt will mature in 2026.
Okay.
It is a wo yi sa de na free kire say onim nyane nansi so. Nti a wo ye.
Now, is it not also because you mentioned the fact say I mean you be room to see
Yeah.
at here for move and cherry. But okay say Abaya first time yana waya
Yeah.
and most of these times yana IMF.
Yeah.
When you show say IMF na kufu ado de koye na.
Oh yes, IMF na fact. Oh, and obusa start to force in the budget to kan. And the fact, you be free on May 2026. You free wa and also no ebe another factor. I be sure sabane bit ma maintain the trajectory now while maintaining from May 2026 to now. And it will be interesting to know what they will do. But I believe say IMF no say Zando. IMF na fiscal discipline.
Okay.
Oh, IMF no be show say 1,000 cedis na wunya the 1,000 cedis.
Fiscal discipline which say the obinya no ho no so we dey bon bra.
For example, for 2026 budget, you see a budget 268 billion. But see siki be dey around 302 billion. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Into already say 20 to 30 billion shortfall na so akwaje besia.
Oh, okay.
Sa besia no so interest. So betua. So akwa amortize sa besia no. Into na hwe budget na of the 268 revenue no. Yeah, the 90 billion etua government of workers ka. Near the 57 billion on kwa service loans. Last year the 35 billion ko service.
Enya sika kitu na okay no.
Exactly. So all these are things that say me adwen ko ho.
Okay.
Near started working towards our fiscal consolidation.
Right. Now you will mami.
So I think say o share budget na niam bebre wo ma na important. For example, Accra-Ksi Expressway no, one of Ghana's biggest routes. Minim dey be be analyzed dum. Very interesting.
Yeah, we ento aso.
It even to us and yen go back.
No, you dey room
Okay.
to aso.
O share Accra-Ksi route na. Aban so be so ye na. O share na already maintaining road na 4 bypasses aye osino enyinam in Konongo oso obeye. Now assign expressway be no e be reduce the current Accra-Ksi road by 50 kilometers.
Also we about to teach na meti asio. So the summary is that Accra-Ksi benya kwan mienu ana.
Accra-Ksi kwan na ye wo sisi a ye beye.
Okay.
Ye beye 4 bypasses na Akufo Addo mo start ye no.
Mama so beto aso.
Mama so beto aten aye. Ne aye kwan fofore no ebe firi Accra na akofa adeso na akofa Asamankese na akofa odan ayerebi kwaso Legusomtwe na connect to Kumasi.
Wow.
And no kilometers here 197.9 kilometers, averagely 200 kilometers. The current road only 200 kilometers. We need better travel time so by 50 kilometers.
Etimba we no cars be ma apply on that road.
Ka bia betimi akoso, but the only thing is to be heavily towed. You can't tow that. You bema you betua to kwan no so sane you betimi de atua kwan ne kat. Say the Mombasa Expressway ne tie no. It's a better toll system. But
that sounds like a brilliant idea.
Yes. Now, near important and say the current Accra-Ksi road no a trans-African route. Near Tiana say a friend N6 highway, Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso, Isu na ho. Into Amoniama Amudinu Kronombe yin the Temaport the Takra depot. And a traffic back one way soon. And then a accident a bus on a quackers and then a sail quine. Into a modern expressway, better sa pressure.
Okay.
Bazando on that, Miminyaya. In here we bypasses in your corner kebebwa. But you see, as also a student of energy, no, there are various financing models. For example, Sewia Hospital, your bronica no BDT, a design a DBT, design, build and transfer. And yet, say your various finance models are a dear project. And we have buying 100%. No, into a buying bet make say, oh, yeah, BOOT, boat, build, own, operate and transfer. It's a be as Stevezando near ye, Nana Jan 20 Muska, say 100 billion among koye. 15 years, the amount of concession, Tewoka. Now if you had the amount buying.
The whole Niana Tono Scanabacom.
Yes.
Okay. But that's a brilliant idea.
Yes. You better be say build, own, and transfer. It's your various finance models, you better be used to EDIA. So not necessarily a buying committee. 100% of funds.
Say the okay say a bank grant start next or can fin kakra. An kran bit ma boa am na wi.
And yes what can fin say all best start no. It needs to run but me say as to force no wan ka. Going for an so my ban ma yehu. what is the timelines? Sika sen ye di kohyem. Nti Azando make us answer fanko okaya. Ye ka se ye diska bi na ekosi later na ekotua more than that.
Exactly.
Nti ese ye running model no ni hu scapoten a ebeso. Ni hu estimate no. Ni hu timelines ni bibia na ye de akom.
Okay.
And then another thing, aban so ka say utu omufo ntie. Ni say nothing training allowance 474 million ekotua allowance.
Ska hunu
Teacher training allowance the same figure almost a billion.
Ska hunu
Me menya 50%. Yen fe more financial clearance. 50% koye. Unim ni nti Azando. Yen nya de ni sei. Eugene Osei Tutu, me fresuom. Me papa Kofi Champion electrician woni kapre. Enti se me ko school na me hia besia. Nya ban sa me ye ne se me ko student loan. Na me kwaje besia. Me wie na me ye adwuma me senate no na ye de atete sa aka no. De nti na me nua me ni nyina ko benkum sinya high school. Ono ko nurse and the aban so ono ne hu hia sen me nti ono man allowance. It
doesn't sit well with me. Yeah, it's not fair.
Sadia, 474. Teacher for the same 1 billion. And then I think Korea hospitals. 50%. Yes, 50%. Yes, 100 can be me out of 5 FM for only important. Because I'm penny amity. November Mutua. Because you chum senate to your man, a revenue for a buy.
Yeah.
So nimsa.
Yeah.
A buy revenue is no kind of cancelled contributions. It is any panel or be plow back. Pay now what they man on over a period. What you say?
Yeah.
2. Sa again, ofrejuso e ba take hospital obefa car. Transport no tua no petrol watua kakra, if any indirect tax.
Yeah.
Obeto nsuo, or indirect tax. Obeto underwear, indirect tax. Zando what you say? So that person is valuable compared to how many pan allowance 4 million, 4 no bet na 3 years.
Scans waji anu wedi.
Or sign security threat to cross amount.
Yeah.
What you say? And you see, our leaders lack the testicular fortitude.
Say politics, UJ.
2015-2016, my trem no kwa G take data kosro. But 20 me anton. In the MPP they ba 2016 only be wini aba.
Who's was a
position on so na mesmesa de aba.
Ano ba who's wo twam.
So be see a twam. Na student loan mum ye show mo. Ye show mo more. Say be 100 million na ye twa. 400 million even ku US 500 million be ye finance. Financial clients dey more. Me think say e no be boa more. Aban so say ye wonyam ye yare be a friend non-communicable diseases NCAs. Cancer.
Yeah.
Diabetes, dialysis and some. We try 2.3 billion. Our day koshe ho.
Yeah,
so media service issues.
Okay.
Now fiscal consolidation after to force say conference be who here be mama so we twam ye Zoom.
Wow.
We twam.
That's a way of saving money.
Saving money. And no kran Zando menya ye ntwam more. Come catch us say ye generate 268 billion. And ye be 302 billion.
It's ye na broso.
Yes. Now Zando, before we go on, 90.8 billion. Ayedi betu yakano. We must have commiserating productivity.
Yeah.
Zando.
Who
generated 268?
Yeah.
What the 34%, which is 90.8 billion kutuyaka. That money must give you productivity. But what I say?
Public sector way government power.
Exactly. Again, Abansa will try 57 billion for capital expenditure. I'm from the CapEx, Out of that, or the 30 billion by your coin. But the coin in the flash in the expressway,
Yeah.
Again, Osanso will focus on Rosa Elenke Efum.
The big push in the car.
Yes, to the market. Because someone who said glad na cost no say can you any say ba fast talk to asabe yes alleged dom ko dis ka no. Na sajin kutokuje na say okọ agogwa no musu nto se na mo ne ade.
Yeah, it's true.
Ma betwa 200 million. CFN koto. By we are young constructive road and say sometimes a car na be do okra na aduane na
go say yeah.
Nti ni nyina so aban so oye. Again aban say nyem oye ne so obeye bi farm services center. Beto tractors nya ade a obetimi akohan na dia akoyefu na
money yes secondary schools near that nyina no o say ye to enu
exactly. Okay. Because of nkokon ketenkete and Zando you see ni ntia me pay champion asem ne say me catch you say
you feed yourself
2 president of Ghana anko IMF e nkroma na champion the first time I Ghana kwa IMF in May 1966.
Okay.
Now a champion time 1975-76 Ghana Statistical Service report yampo to emu 2 years.
Wow.
Yes.
Because
when you say most of the dams you using is the phone, the Wenya Dam, near Upper East, the biggest dam, Tono Dam near the champion sea.
Wow.
Yes. Operation Figures or Zando. Or main beer or con can be ano. Udini udia. Or Shenia oye. Any idea.
The bus will reduce import so.
Zando. Fair. Den a Jane say. Den a muabu. My more example. Free SHS in Korano. SHS in about 600,000 till. school feeding kurana de be a moment one hot meal a day about $1 million.
Wow.
Yan fan so do munye 1 million azando.
And 1.5 kra.
Yan fan 1 million zando. Nipa 1 million didi da ko Ghana ha yen individuals e mayo. We ni assure bank say dey bi o medidi. E da na jeni essay. We e da week nim no obeye still.
Yan fa ya adwen ko.
Obeya wam.
Wow.
Inti no enye se Akufo-Addo ma the same directive 2019.
Bo manye.
Gugu o manye. Inti Jamaica can say beyond president ma can budget dey ma sure say ono president ma na wo ye state dinner obeto otumfo juice ni bi no. Bo ho kwan yo say den ni ekoji usu no sa na ye no zando once American president etwi German car
e bi omo aka no betwi
exactly because enti be se nipa na ma waye ne yie ma me mo another example important ye free be NPLs non performing loans
okay
unum nenti banks na makuafo loan je na ye de ma nya na asay obe da tia
that buntime
Cote d'Ivoire NPL 7%. Just say bank ma abesia the risk level no so we lose 7 cedis out of every 100 cedis. But Ghana higher risk 20 cedis out of 100 cedis.
Ebi wo.
Na zando enti e ma ye besia ne ye den e bo ye den. Ye besia ne bo asan ye den no. Agric no eniema na ese yetimi ni na nsa agogo wan hu. Agi nkotoku emu what you say the bank na twa on for ne sika me che ne no de be loan aban. E den aban besia do e den obetua. Zando what you say no kan na asa ma ye besia koso. Ntimi de you good o make sure say ye be shemu kena he enkoko aye ka zando utimi to friday rice pan o bakoko ni matim
20 million bi wa
na ese ye now zando the biggest one for me na bia bebusa question na ato force and budget o ka so be create 800,000 jobs say me one of the people I'm challenging MPP o can say 1.2 million job plans for me say anya no kre later on be confirm me
anya no kre I feel almost say I'm creating business
and I think say at force intimi ya man for intimi ye etimi ya zando it will be a game changer.
What me create 800,000
dollars. So mo ye ne say on san at force be ready budget or benso oil. O say Ghana company ba ko e listing of stock exchange benso o mo ye dwuma pa. Unum say me ma me fresh you.
Okay.
Your friend be quiet. It will do anyina about the signboard be or GOPD. Your friend Ghana Oil Palm Development Corporation.
Okay.
Zando me ma engo wo dia undi engo ba bia bi.
Is the one get
Zando
top notch
omu yezomi unza me wade bia me din kuro ampengu bebre ko so fa wo
okay
oyo ni bibia na to force nso oben say 800 million Accra-Ksi Expressway think be create 30,000 direct and indirect jobs un ba bia be firaba ye expressway na ye be fa libres e be consume any ade so me I would like so be breaking it down but ye be create filling stations so ye be create catering guest at sell that door e dey ankofo na betu adwa
na ba libres I don't be using say jobs are sustainable because who we kwan na sasa
it's na make say going forward and so be chim say what kind of jobs
okay
now back to oil ato force and say abanya hu say engo na ya dwenko uko Indonesia and Malaysia palm oil contribute about 6% of GDP emom no I'm checking about 17 to 30 billion dollars a year into mo be 100 hectares of palm oil no o hwe analysis ni bibia 1 hectare no nipa 2.5 average in a bay adwuma so that by 100,000 250,000 now 1 hectare about 2.4 acres it's about 240,000 acres of palm oil omobe
wow
it is ando otimi ya atadwen betin there because ando you see ya adwuma na ya create no ando he mai DC
adwuma ntia o na wo anase janto ka say oboko nkura mo from yom so mo ko pesoja ye
enye soja no peso
adwuma na eni ho
o de ko pe bibia he zando ya de
e work stadium pam here numbers na scary
unim say Ghana yetimi 80% of public sector workers age 3,000 or less
well yeah
into obo wo ye adwuma boy underemployed we say underemployment say the salary we give you doesn't commiserate to
no. There be house spending 50 cedis but some 1,500 e go ka
actually na tie say teacher for nurse for be brenya ba adwuma for be no o man 100 cedi da na tie ne say odware ko adwuma e fa car e ko ye adwuma de ma that is
the bra o bread the whole day nya o de who's cabre no
Zando say adwuma sa no da especially 800,000 ntina me pay breakdown direct jobs na be because that don't mimete yi sebe no social security kakra because me have staff in the month bia kwesi twum te kakra na ban so de kakra den atwo na so de kakra to me insurance bia na me ko bibi tumi a metimi ko hospital sa na me pe sa you fin chewing stick you fin cassava na sa ne ma no 700 cedi any sustainable jobs again Zando another ba kwam ho budget man mani age e agenda 111 I reason ka ban ye mo
so be 10
so be 10 na for 6 regions no wanya regional hospital Zando me nyaya 6 regions na ki wie 111 na e wo ho ni nyina ansa
say bia 111 na ho and befit the standard of a regional hospital
meba oh hey regions na we can make one of the district hospitals raise it a little bit check university say ye niema yi Ofurukum constituency UK University Teaching Hospital
any o de kotu eche
any UK University Hospital ankasa ye wa Mena Hospital ne minimum a ye wa other private ones ye say ye Jaka University Teaching Hospital 800 bed no ho eno ye be 60-70% too and just 9 kilometers down the line yakoye bi okokoben eno so akewura
na mka say Kenya City Teaching Hospital say education minister be kan ho asem say omo beto aso
ba omo beto atazando nyame kan say this kind of shekoshe kokoben bi enti ye de ko what you
say we just no faso
exactly enti say o wie Kenya University de no kra na asokra man de ni delay a asokra man pon ba Kenya University no 5 minutes zando what you say edwo so betimi aba enti na make say ye wie 111 ni nyina na ye ma pe wie a e bi kra na ba ko bi ni betimi apagam na ko do original hospital we don't need to start from scratch zando ba what you say enti me o hela ye di ko bugu ye o se ntimi nko ho enti aya ye nya botre on that enti no few highlights am hu ye
you first question maybe sao among from the perspective of NDC and some neutral they think that President Mahama indeed is doing well in the first 10 months
yeah
do you share similar opinion in the first 10 months
catch away there Sando you see my mama literal meaning your free be debt to GDP mo so anchero na Ghana December 2024 na ekaye de my mama you know send
figures no
na Jantua TV de mo per month
yeah per month yeah per facts and figures
na your debt to GDP no
600
na 700 and
na 700 more
726.7 billion na Ghana ekaye de no
wow
na 61.8% of GDP almost 62%. And 2024, yeah, kase ya your debt na be do 630.2 billion, which is 45%.
Yes, your tier be an answer then.
Mamentio, net
ya service be ana.
Ya service be. But net ye ne say na Ghana de ka 1000 sa time no. Ye boy your man no brain ni
61% ekwa katua nim.
62%, almost 62%. And say the 620 Ghana cedi kotua ye ka.
Na ye nya be 300 something.
That say o man ne bo ne ho brain nyina panase nyina wi sika wonya no. The percentage of the kotua debt no any 62%.
They must say you got 1,000 Ghana cedis on mine.
Yeah, the 600
last year something okay. Near the 600 cedis kotua ka. Near the 400.
Near the 400.
That's the answer.
Exactly. And then no, I be do 450 cedis from 680 no. 620 no. What you say?
So okay.
Again, one of the reasons I'm an above from say is the management of the currency. Yet say January me catch us na 14.67. So who kotua udi obi ka $1,000 na who kotua obetua 14,700 Ghana cedis and then obetua 11,000 what's the saying 3,700 and no it me to musifi it me to prepaid zando what you say it me to petrol that is the economy on that score there why are they
economy no
mama economy there so far yeah
infrastructure as a man for say why be that into or shebo so be ya was here ginedi
zando on say infrastructure it must be infrastructure a plow back. For example, KJTia market. Say nema year. Ka KJTia phase 1 sika na na KDC phase 2. Say man store ne fenche wo.
Ye dey how mo.
Ti anye nyema yie ni nti. Sa na tie. Nti ye invest in critical sectors. Wo ye ekwan kofuo ma. Enye say ye real asphalt wo esili go. Ekwa afuo ma. Aduane ne be bantem. Post harvest losses be reduced. Farmer ni be nya ni sika kotua loan. Non-performing loans be ba form. Interest we say economic
any man kitin na be kase na ere more like chain reaction.
Elenke post harvest losses reduce ya. Say Ghana and say me kote ya. Ye say ye made ye kra.
Ye wade
ye kra carrot free Morocco. Zando. Morocco ade bi nsu otoi.
Je ne kwese ye kra bi.
Ye kra tomato su Burkina Faso. But ye reduce post harvest ni break cause zando na say me kwa betifi. Ufra betifi kwa from river bi onim kwan ne bia be kazando o hwe ensase da oni nyina yewura grass ye betime dua ebro because zando he Netherlands aseme de bia me ka bet ma check wi a Netherlands ka top food 5 exporting country omo de aduane from mem kwama unim say Netherlands northern region kwa size Netherlands ye pe
that's the northern region bit my idea Netherlands here
Exactly.
Oh, right.
And yet deliberate. Opo ba. Unse wo the twesi wo. Anopa 8. Good morning, babe. How you doing? Oh, beda. Good morning, babe. How was your day?
Yeah.
Have you eaten? Should I send you something? Sa di ni bi ni here. Here policy be se yekopo ba. Deliberate. Deliberate.
Well, you just spoke of the indicators. Yeah, it look good. But MPP for also who say, "Ayo mono, maybe omuja o mine no." And I'm a ban we just so far so. Until most of the MPs no, and no parliament, most are buying in she. In fact, former finance minister, or say budget no really hopeless, jobless, and it is empty. Meaning they say what should I say? She said MPP for the be omo leave Ghana no, and I buy we so far so. It is a buy we she.
Oh, government is a continuum. For example, share your good reserves now. Bank of Ghana crowd meeting.
Yeah.
Say so. I mean, fast with go. A government is a continuum, but you see, the government has also accelerated it. I mean, because MPP con 2024 show projections are not 2025 way. Things will be relatively better because of the IMF interventions. Then, but I buy number twice. And for me, the biggest thing I buy why an MPP are buying in fiscal discipline.
Fiscal discipline.
Sika wuni no.
Mendi enokre.
Zando, abraba ubi. Multimedia amount 1,000. Mfanasa.
So boso will be 5,000.
Uji pay krasa musika doso.
I know they mean 50,000.
Na Zando, manti biya udi 10,500. The 10,000 dollars.
Say Ghana dey di bro sir.
Udi 1,500 Zando. Wa we individual wa bra bot say.
Wadwenye. Obe basa bia wo wadwenwe mu.
Exactly.
O bre.
So in the fiscal ade Zando ye ko UN akoye den.
Ana
me president dipa 3 bi na ekọ. Zando what you say?
Eti we sa travel na what so nyina no.
Zando he nipa ho kirewa dey study. Da bon so be sese ne wan DSTV kra me ye den. Akran kese me fa trotro kwa adu. Oh, utimu se otrans you get innovation. And for me one of the reasons I'm a part of force in asem no. And Zando no BBC here. Me dey conclude am.
Okay.
Aban we buy no na about 64-68 billion bi a eye kai se etua. Zando tie o. Ni ntie bi a me charge am font ni Zando. According to finance minister no, say sika na fa process bi ese fam bi am akodu table so say yenye sika esi etua Bank of Ghana etua. Ana oban no se da bi entwen yenko hwehwem. Zando. Onko hwehwem a ne ye legitimate a eno de documents bi e krogin 47. 8.6 abeye documents bi nso bi e short as e betua yentua 10 to 11 billion there. A fraud totally. Auditor General rejecting it totally.
Yeah, and just can I find.
And yes, you na me count here. A man for receipt to modia basa buying the omoka. And I make say so. And after processing, ma regional minister district ko project district officer na sign. Regional minister sign. Akọ finance ministry, Rose ministry, ma come akodu Bank of Ghana book so as Bank of Ghana ska bi be man ko tuya.
Anti me say size can no. Yeah, what's a tuya like on paper? I need to see a tuya because you're more like a per auditor general report.
And I make say,
can I find him?
Na make say, and find you. Ye tuya. But I make can say, how did the fraudulent documents go through all this process? So ye nyamia dom na ono buy and also nyamia auditor tuya. Hey, that no say for but I make say 11 billion. Ye ko hwehwe mu say sankrofo no. Wa ye bi da. And ye tuya na ebi o be ye bi o ne ho ate.
Eti e ba sa na ye tuya na wa wia. Nye sa. Hey, but you just Ghana is coming
down. Say multimedia. General manager for Fraba. Oba no. Ana finance officer called the director. Say a car multimedia. Your vendors here do omoka 10,000 cedis. No so okay. You just can hear to. To one no say there be
nhwehwem.
Omo ko hwehwem a. Above 12 Ghana cedi there.
Pepe se wo back
documents be back. Now documents in back. Na sana multimedia says can be do finance wa omunye sko mu kotu ya no. Ese nipa no deputy finance manager na sign. Ese deputy news editor sign. Ese programs manager it is ankrofo na sign documents ni nyina ekodu Bank of Ghana.
I see lazy omu nyina. Ye sa omu nyina line lazy.
11 billion yo.
Enye sika keto o Eugene. Ye kasika na ya na amanfo say ye 11 billion.
Free SHS yes I nyina just about less than 15 billion.
Just saska we kwa unya akabi kwa betu na free SHS 7 years.
Aha, ana Zando de bia meka. Mti Ghana ye yade na emiensa. Ye nuane ye di. Ye me ni local production.
Let's be disciplined.
Fiscal consolidation and the prosecution. Sa nkrofo we no. By now ye nyumudi Mr. J. then asan we 3 months
a process say buffer stock a chassis NS is a chassis
fast track to kodem kakra ba next time the documents be obetwem then imagine how many times a year tue sika wo you me wo me later you so wanya adwuma bi ama
sika ni kwasen ki etua but unse about we commitment we can show you okay independence celebration say okate sa you know say budget e dey na obekate na okay so aka foreign travels and them be see e kire say ya tete ne maso
Zando so you no need choice. Only choice. John Mahama on a legacy term. He must leave a clear blueprint for baby. He doesn't have a choice. As ye na Ghana, you say you be living within your me, you need ye wo. Ye wo na Zando manage.
Yeah.
Ebeso. And I make call you munim. San come ban for Friday, need my teacher be akọ. I can't see you 40 cedis. My teacher madam care.
Ugodi.
And they are 14 to commit me ko Lancaster could be 1,004.
But Zando.
And yes, met me
American dey when you prudent for you as we speak. So we can spend
for me did 1,004 met me edi. But the issue is Zando. Me ni fie o.
Say na make so you prudent.
Me person say some.
Based on your situation now, you prudent for you to spend that money.
Zando sometimes and you say we need can always scan. But you need to assess yourself.
Exactly.
Abranti a message to 30 years.
So we see fie.
Dey be national service ni age 7119. Obi wo dey na no wo dey bi.
Pizza and you maybe I work to pizza.
And so busan say I don't na men ko haji awo. Men nya wache bibi nsi 25.
And I go be.
Na for DG suo. Zano abrabo na san ati o. And national economy so me a. Umbe so munu hran no man no macroeconomic stability. Structural rigidity.
What kind of buff?
Ni nyina ni.
O breaking down I say yanete.
Ni creating meaningful jobs. Zando. Hwe minim so person ko. Otama men kan de Zando he ye youth ni hi adwuma. Na nse minim enye o cars nti ye du ani atwam. Tech Junction. Ebebo 4430 na nkora be
loading boys no.
Bia car ba ko na nkora 3. Zando. Da wanya bia load no. Enfa no nyis katodua ni bi. Yeti fia na one day o mabowura ho.
Da na me hwe e work dey. Me hwe e work dey ade baba yara. Na me ka kire mo say imagine say youth when you na hit street so munya adwuma.
Zando omunyi obi enu ani pay do 5,000.
Debi.
Ya na mfofo mu Zando onim ne ya no. Omo ekọ no. Dodo na
em form. Say you say almost 60,000 forms. And 50% of the 60,000 qualify. And now omo qualify 30,000 out of 30,000 be find 4,000 per. 4,000 no. Minimum you say.
Enti mo obi mu si an ho say.
What listing go be better.
What man say 60,000 na apply no. Ye man so there 10,000 wa adwuma no person sesa adwuma. Ye nya ne sa. Ye mfa ne say 10,000 so papa mu iska o metima twaduane am o madi. Ene afa 4,000. Science 24,000. Akata stand up. Agency be na ebusa sa 36 no omo kwan. Zando nti man na ye wook up no ne bet no. Enya ne pew. Zando one we issue no.
Only choice.
That is the analysis we must make. And then bia me tell me say me ne wo no. Eba baby na bia janto ebo mi boma support me.
Of course.
Na yenti mi mom no mo nya ne be mama. Zando mdu besia.
All right, Eugene. Yeah, and you say the expectation of the year 2026 the next say financial prudence na yesha and physical discipline and
to you maintain it. You maintain it.
Okay.
You make sure say buy no ebe stay together with the plan na bibia akom.
Now what GD say name ma kan be here. Me dey me say politician asem dey kan you.
Zando, you see they be am say some no me analyst. Say na so be na mabeka. Wa me ya.
Play back.
Journalist you 3 rules gatekeeper. And then me call our FM problem decide and yan can budget. That's gatekeeping. Yeah, scorekeeping. O ka so be say why na say your watchdog. Also koye say me track it na we here no.
Say now the oka so the best spend and one na go spend.
Some people can say omo create 1.2 me be check.
Yeah, me fend no correct.
It's 800,000 you know. Setting another 20 be do kwa na bia manyi mo.
All right. Abuja for your nsi ai ya bo budget ni mu nkomo dey also unfa budget ni hu bia. Ana Eugene e dey abro no our experts when it comes to analysis. Ya da mu nyina asese mo share Eugene me da so buy. Samokojo Jantoa doctor PhD. Enche obetene nka right there on the Sokatwa show makramo.